Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. This is like the fourth time I've recorded this video and I'm about ready to stop. Okay, so I get asked a lot about drawing and eyes and that kind of stuff. A lot of you have a lot of problems like I do. I draw uphill. I can't get things even. My brain doesn't work. The RA, the fibro, the fog, the medications, just the complete airheadness. So that's why I like to do odd girls because I don't have to worry that things don't match up. But something that I've been doing, especially when I've been doing on bigger canvases and stuff like that, is I made a stencil. And let me show you. I'm not going to redo it, but I drew an eye shape, right? And all I did was, and you can do this several ways. This is a piece of paper, and this is the bottom of the paper. Maybe it'll show better. Yeah. This is the bottom of the paper. So that's not the bottom, Cal. This is the bottom. This is the bottom of the paper. This have been cut everywhere, but I know this is even because it's the bottom of the sheet. This is like a piece of mixed media paper or whatever. But you can use, you can use something, just a piece of paper, cardboard, thinner cardboard, thicker cardboard, cardstock. Maybe you have a piece of scrapbook paper that's thicker. Okay. So you just want to stick with there. Now, if you're fussy and that kind of thing, you can always draw, if you want it in a straight line. I don't care at the moment. So what I did was I drew it, and how I drew it was I draw side. It's the way my brain functions. But I will go and draw the top of an eye, and then I'll touch this corner and drag it to this corner. You want the corners to meet, okay? Because for me, I can always do one good eye. And I'll save this because I can do different sizes and all that kind of stuff. Then you can take scissors, cut out a little X, and then cut this out, or you could use your X-Acto knife. And all I do is I need a newer blade, and I need something to cut on. But I just go through it, trace it. You can see it's dragging because it needs a new blade. Okay. And then you get it cut out. So then what I like to do is, you can see I already did the part of the video, but can't use that. So if you want to draw, let's say you want to draw your lines, like, oh, my eyes will go here, my nose, my mouth. So, oh, okay, so I'm going to do my first eye, and I'll start over here, and I'll just put that on the line. I like to put the line in the middle if possible. It depends on how you're doing it. And remember, you can always edit these. And then I'll just trace it like that. I will then flip it, do the same thing over here. And I flip it because I want the pointier part in there just so they match, but you do you. Maybe you want this to be pointier on the outside. It doesn't matter. And then you have, now you can see the lines are, but you get the same shape. So then you can go and, put in, I do this a million different ways, but you could put in an eyelid. You can, I should use a pen so you guys can see. Go like this. And then just trace it. And then I'll put in an eyeball, which can be a circle or it could be a U, whatever way you do it. And then I'll do now this I do differently, a gazillion different ways, and it would take me hours to sit here and be like, well, this is why I do that. But what I like to do is, I know that technically, I don't even know how well you'll be able to see this. I don't know if that makes it better or not, because you can see my hand. Let's do this, and let's move you in. Okay. So technically this is a circle. This is a full circle, right? Okay, technically, I could round that up, but it doesn't need to be. So if I'm going to do your pupil is always in the middle, no matter what. So sometimes I will put the dot here, just eyeball it. You can definitely measure, you can do you. And then I will lightly shade with my pencil. As big as I want my pupil. Okay, and then I'll go and get a marker or paint or whatever and paint that. Now, sometimes I do that and, you know, I can do it a little bit bigger, but she looks a bit, you know, looking at you, maybe she's more alert. But if I kind of go in and make her a circle like this, continue this up until here, it kind of looks, do you see how it changed it? She's not as alert. Not that she's not alert. And then when you color or paint this in, you don't see that circle that I drew as much, and you have an eye. Okay, and that's the same thing over here. Other times I'll do it, I'll just go in and up here is like where I'll start my circle, and I'll just draw a round circle like that. And then I'll go, and I'll even do the pupil sometimes, but this one I'm going to do a little bit different. But you definitely can do your middle pupil here now, but I'm not. I'm going to go corner to corner, not even corner to corner, just like that. And I'll erase so you can see this a little better. And then I'll shade it in. And then what I like to do is just give her this very and you'll see it all come together. Right? That's her eye. And then I'll go in here, shade in her eyelid. Did I push record? I swear to God, the day did I? Okay. This is what I do when I'm sad. I just sit and draw. And I was sitting here, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go on video and do this. But look at that. So you see the difference in the eyes. Now, if I was paying better attention, I would have made sure that, like I said, see if I measure, let's say, this is the bottom. My hands are bad today. I'm very sorry. Okay. If I would have measured this properly, and you can use a piece of paper, you would have seen that my line's off. So putting this eye isn't going to be, it should have been down more to make it. Do you understand what I'm saying? But because I just want to show you how to make a eye stencil, okay? So you can see how you get the different eyes. And then I will go in and just do this a little darker for you. How about picking a pen that works, Cal? A pen that works. Okay. And you see? Then this would be, you know, black. Oh my God, I'm going to throw this pen away. Okay. I just want you to see the difference with the pupils. And you really can play with, them whatever way you want it. But you see the different eyes. And that's all. Like I said, this, now you can even bring your eyelid down a little bit more if you want. So it touches the pupil, because remember, everything's playable, fixable, erasable, paintable. If you want it to do that, and then you got that look. So there's a lot of different things that you can do to play, but the most important thing is having that original eye shape that they're the same. Like I said, and this is another thing I do. I could sit here all day, I swear, and tell you tips that I use. That's why my art's crap, right? I know that's what you're thinking. So you see where this eye is down here? Well, that's technically where this eye should be. But I didn't do that. I'll put it right at the bottom here so you guys can see better. That's where it should have hit. And instead I'm up there. Do you see what I'm saying? So you can see if I would have just paid a little bit more attention, but I was more concerned showing you the stencil. So that is that. Now I'm going to make a few stencils. Let me know if anybody's interested. I'm going to make like 3 or 4 different eye sizes because I use this size. I use like 3 or 4 different eye sizes. If I'm doing ATCs, if I'm doing a canvas, 8 by 10, 11 by whatever, do you know what I mean? So I'm going to do a few. And you can also, or you can make it yourself. It's totally up to you. I want to do, like if I did eyebrows, just the shape so it's like cut out. So you can kind of lay it down and she has an eyebrow. So it's going to be the same gig. So I have this, oh, look at my eye. And then when I turn it over, I'll be doing the same thing and it'll be the same eye, especially if I'm on camera and I show you. Like I said, if I had a better knife, I can't find my good knife, which doesn't surprise me with my family because they take all my stuff and I find it in random places that I'm like, how did that get in here? Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to cut out of here. I think my scissors might be a little too big. I just want to show you. I get so excited when I show you guys things that are so helpful. Oh, Kelly, just use the gosh darn knife. And it's going to rip, but it's okay. Where's all this light coming from? And I have my thing on here fixed. Like, so it shouldn't be on like that. 1 second. Because it's ridiculous. I don't even have my big light on. You know, which it's kind of like that should be like that. I don't know. All right, so I'm just going to take this and I'm going to, you could perfuminate it or whatever they call it with the little dots. I don't know what that's called right now. And honestly, I don't care. This is the part that I really want to get, but I know it's going to be a mess. Nothing worse than blades not being sharp, and it's my fault. Because I'm sure they used my other one, and it's, there we go. It's probably sharp as can be somewhere. But hey, if I pick up a good pen of theirs, whoo, can't do that. All right. Oh, mesmerizing, isn't it? I'll just cut that like a little fishtail. I think you're understanding what I'm saying, right? When I make stencils, they will be used with a machine and they will be smooth. But let me know down below if you would even be interested in buying any. If I make a stencil with, like, you know, a couple eyebrows and eye shape. But like I said, it's simple. I'm not, you know, I'm not saying you can't do this because you definitely can. But maybe you don't want to. Maybe you don't care to. Okay, yeah, we're getting it. Just take some finagling. Okay. Whew. Well, that was rough. Now you can even use this, what you can do, because I'm going to laminate these when I make them to sell them. So you can definitely use them over and over again without worrying about, let me do this real quick. Take this off without you worrying like, oh, it's going to get wet and not work. I'm going to have it laminated. So anyway, irrelevant. Okay, so my eye's here, but maybe I want to move my eyebrow down here. So then I can go in and I can just very carefully, or not, this is going to have ridges, so go in with your paint or stencil brush, and then you get your shape of your eyebrow. I had to cut that out a little bit more, but I just take it up there to, you see? And then You can embellish it or do whatever. You have your base, and then you have an eyebrow. And then when you flip it, so like here it is, then I'll flip it this way. And let's say I do like this. And then I got my eyebrow there. Obviously, you make sure it's where you want it and all that. I'm just kind of, they'll just be random eyebrows, so you can use whatever eyebrow you want. They won't be to match up, but you know, you put it where you want it on your face. But you can see, and then you have eyebrows, and then you can like do fake hairs. You could just color it in. My lazy butt just colors it in, but if you want more realistic ones, there's, you know. And you just play around, and that's it. So that was all this was, and like I said, it took about 6 hours to do this video, but I hope it helped some of you. And go make it, and then don't throw these away, because these can then become masks. So what I like to do is I will put tape on this. I'll cut it out. I don't have any tape sitting here right now, but you know, clear tape. And then I'll cut it out. And then like sometimes if I do a mixed media background where it's like very maybe different colors or whatever, I'll throw a bunch of these different shapes down, whatever, circles, this, whatever, and then spray, you know, a dilutions or whatever you have, or blot, whatever you want to do, and then lift them up, and then you have these other colors over top and underneath, and it's really cool. Do you know what I'm saying? So anyway, irrelevant. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I want to, you know, make some if anybody's interested in them. Let me know. But again, go make them. Very simple. And as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battles somebody else is fighting. I love you guys very, very much. And if you guys do this or make this, please, I'm all over social media. Let me know. I'd love to see. Tag me and follow me. And I would love to see what you guys do. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.